Would you believe me if I told you that God, Hashem, the King, God, Lord, Supreme Creator of the Jews, was a raver punk? They're asking me what a raver punk is. I don't know. If you know, you know. Oh my God, my Lord. This would be so much cooler if we had some pot. Or like mushrooms or something. LSD. I love LSD. Or some kind of really strong gummy. I feel like you and I, we never got to do this high. Like really high. Like, good high. Thank you, by the way. I never said thank you for the pot this week. We had pot this week and we had pot last week. Pot for Easter. And then we had more pot. Was it on the first day, on the second day of Passover? I love marijuana. You know, it'd be really fun, I think. Maybe not fun, but if we had a marijuana farm. There's lots of marijuana products. You know what I'd like to try? Actually, now that's on my brain. I want marijuana wine. Marijuana wine. Wine infused with marijuana. THC. THC wine, that sounds like it would be good. A vineyard. That sounds nice too. Yeah, I don't know. I woke up from a nap. I'm still catching up. The best part about waking up at all especially in times like this, the best part about waking up, even in the morning or even from a nap, is waking up not knowing what the fuck is going on. And then when things start slowly dripping back into my brain, like, oh yeah, I remember now. Fuck yeah, I forgot how awesome my fucking life is. How could it get better? Oh, you know what I did? Yeah, of course you know what I did. I did it, by the way. I think that's why I'm in like such a good mood. I finally cut off Kim. Holy shit. Thank you, Lord. How did it feel? Bitter sweet, but the good kind of bitter. Oh my god, like when I did it, like I was really reluctant because I was talking about it at the end of the last video. Excuse me. I was really reluctant to do it when we were talking about it. But then I got home. But then I got home and I was kind of excited about it. Because it got me thinking about what Twista said the other day. And then even what she said last night. And it just dawned on me. It dawned on me in that last video, like, how much of a fucking anchor that chick has been. And it's not her fault. It's not her fault. She probably doesn't even realize it. I mean, if she does, I mean, that's a whole other story, but... So what's the story with with Kim? Oh my god, I can talk about it now. No, she's like... My lord, how should I introduce Kim? I know, cutting her off, it felt so bad. This is what I felt last time too, when I had to fucking cut her off. But you know what? It's only fair. I don't think she's gonna notice, but my biggest fear is that she's gonna notice and then think I did it just to get her attention. But I mean, I suppose that if it does get her attention, then it's an added bonus. Because then I could tell her why I did it. So Kim is this lady that I used to have this situationship with. It never got physical. I wouldn't have minded it to. Really attracted to her. Because she's very little. Very petite. I like petite. It's just cute. But my concern with her... Because I always had these feelings for her, but I wasn't sure if they were feelings just because I wanted to have sex with her. I definitely wanted to see her naked. I definitely want to see her naked, but I didn't want it to be just that, you know? So, how do you say it? So, have you ever seen one of them female empowerment influencers? They usually tell women how not to act with men. How to be, what does that one lady say? Hard to get, but easy to be with. But the advice that they give to women is like advice I need. It's like, yeah, I can see how I'm doing that. But at the same time, I don't entirely look at it that way because of you. Because if I wasn't supposed to be doing it, then you wouldn't give me the opportunity to do it. But something I picked up on from her, from Kim, was how she was opening me up to different emotions that I was scared of feeling. Which is why, despite the fact that she always shut me down or ignored me or did not come off as emotionally available, I didn't mind it because I have so much and I know how to recharge myself. So it's like I didn't need her to reciprocate. And it's not that it ever got tiring. I mean, it did after a while. Once you started dating, once you started seeing other people, that's when I was like, how much longer do I got to put myself through this shit? Because it's not like I'm not open about my feelings, but clearly she don't give a fuck, or there's some other underlying factor where she's getting off on the fact that I'm constantly like giving so much and she doesn't have to do anything. And eventually after 2 years, which followed 2 years, so it was a total of like 4 years. It took me 2 years to finally get the courage to start talking to her, and then another 2 years that we were talking, and it didn't go anywhere. I wanted it to, but it wasn't going nowhere. So eventually, I put my line in the sand for myself, not for her, for myself. Because she never gave me a chance. Not that I know of. I mean, if she did, it wasn't the kind of chance I was looking for. But you're giving other people chances. So I eventually it just kind of, it would sting. And as much as I didn't like the sting of it, I stuck around because I knew that within the sting was medicine. You know what I mean? Thank you, Hashem. So eventually, not on her last birthday, but the birthday before that, I started putting my line in the sand. And I didn't say nothing. I didn't say happy birthday or anything like I normally would. Because I knew what was going to happen. She was gonna message me and say, you didn't say anything, you didn't say happy birthday. And she did it. But when I drew my line in the sand, there was a few like stipulations that I made with myself. If it turns out that she's talking to somebody else, I'm not allowed to talk to her anymore. So after she had asked me about, or after she had said something about me not saying happy birthday, I know I didn't. And then she said something about some guy that she was talking to, and that's when I went, all right, we're done. No more. I was like, you don't realize it, but you literally just crossed a boundary that I set last night. So I have to cut you off now. So stop talking to me. But then I felt like I was also like, how do you say it? Arya Stark. Where Arya Stark was making her big wolf go away. And she had to throw the rocks at the wolf because they were going to kill it. So then I was just being insulting? I was just kind of telling her how I felt. It's like, you don't do anything. You don't bring nothing to the table. You just kind of you only pop up once in a while, and you have absolutely no input on anything I'm saying. Like, you don't even have the common courtesy. You don't have the courtesy to say, I don't feel the same way that you do. Just stop. I'm sorry. It's fine. I forgive you. But I feel like you're stringing me along on something. It's like you're expecting Derek to constantly like be there, but you're not there for Derek. You know what I mean? And it was literally as soon as I cut her off is when I got re-hooked up with King Solomon, and we started figuring out the planetary hours and how to work them into my daily day. What hour is it, by the way? I got a feeling it's like the 10th hour. I say 10th hour. So if it's the 10th hour, today's what? Wednesday, so it's Mercury Day. So that means that the 15th hour is going to be Mercury. The 8th hour is going to be Mercury. The 9th hour is going to be the moon. This is Saturn. It's Jupiter. It's 11th hour. Damn it. It's close. So close. I was close. I was close enough. So, well, the Jupiter hour comes after. I was right, though. The 10th hour was Saturn. The 10th hour ended 25 minutes ago. So, I was close. Close. I'm trying to get to a point where I can tell just by the time of day it is what hour it is. And what planet rules that hour because of the planet that rules the day. So, right, and I had all that Kim stuff, all these gifts that she had gotten me, and I had like a cord cutting ritual in the woods, and I set all the stuff up on fire. Anything she got me, she got me a notebook, a coffee mug, or maybe 2 coffee mugs, bracelet. I just destroyed all the stuff. And I felt really bad doing it, but I had to. Because after my wife moved out, one of her friends came over and told me, she's like, yo, if you're going to move on from this woman, you're going to need to get rid of her stuff. Yeah, you're right, I do. So, and once I got rid of all my ex-wife's stuff, I just felt like so much space open up. And all these new opportunities popped up into my life. Everything started going really well. And then even the last time that I got rid of Kim, like I said, that's when me and King Solomon hooked back up again. That's when I started getting into the Talmud and Torah, Bitachon development. I got reestablished with my Jewishness that I had always felt was there, but I didn't know for certain. But now I know for certain, so it's like. So as sad as it was to lose Kim out of my life, it's just like with April. Losing April was like, I was with that woman for 12 years. And this one, we had a Facebook Messenger relationship, and we went out a couple times, and she wouldn't even call them dates. All right, get out of here. But the one thing I really did like about her was how she brought out what she brought out in me. She brought out this really soft and sensitive side to me that was afraid of people, afraid of being hurt. But the fact that she hurt me, I'm not saying intentionally. It just happened to be due to the circumstances, that side of me that she brought to the surface, that same side of me that I suppressed for all those years, even after the hurt. It didn't go away again. It just kept on going, give me more, give me more. It turned to a masochist. And so once she started seeing other people, then it was like, yeah, the hurt was there. Like it felt like sick in my stomach. But again, it was just like, give me more suffering. I want it. Because it was like, because I have an emotional masochistic side where I like to feel nice things, but I know the power that comes from feeling bad things. And it's like, bad's only a relative term. So those bad feelings, give me more of those bad feelings, because I know that good shit comes out of them. So she was gone for months. And then out of the blue last September, like right around Rosh Hashanah, oh yeah, that's a good point. Shortly after Rosh Hashanah, she popped up again. But just talking dumb. I remember I was out having a cigarette, and something told me, you told me, check my phone. Check my phone, and I was all excited because I had this feeling I was going to see a message from Kim, and I did. And as soon as I saw it, just like everything just drained out of me. I was really excited, which is so fucked up, because this is what happened with my ex-wife too. I was excited to see her, but then as soon as I saw her face icon pop up, it was just like drained. Ugh. And then I open it up, and there's two messages that were, it said, you know in Messenger, if you delete a message, it shows the other person that you deleted the message. And I saw two messages, and they were both deleted. And I'm like, oh, God. And when that does happen, because I've been in situations like that where people send me messages and they delete them. I ask them, like, why, what did you just delete? I don't think she gave me the whole story, but she told me enough to piss me off. She asked me if I put a curse on her life, which offended the fuck out of me. Oh my God. See, never, this is just my own personal opinion. Never ask me if I put a curse on you. I will never put a curse on you. Do you know why I would never put a curse on you? Because I save all that shit for myself. I have never put a curse on anybody because I put them all on me. Because I am trained in baneful magic. I know how to do it. It's just, I learned, thank you Hashem, that every curse is a concealed blessing. So, it's just that when you put a curse on somebody, they can't see it. They can't see the blessing of it. And that's why I don't like to pray for anybody. I don't like to send blessings to nobody, because if you send a blessing at somebody, you're literally sending a curse. Because what you think is a good thing for them is, to them, in their eyes, a bad thing. But I put the curses on me. I put death magic on me. I put all types of fucked up shit on me. I put a love spell on me with Kim too. So I've never put a love spell on her, because you never do that. Never do that. I've heard horror stories from friends who have done that, and then they get what they want, and then it's like, fuck. And then they're stuck with this fucking cuckoo bird. So, no, I did put one on me, though. I put a spell on me to become the man of her dreams. Which, in reality, meant that the spell was designed for me to find that perfect person within myself. But at the same time, like, I was so attached to this lady that I wanted it to have an effect on her. I wanted her to be impressed by me and to write off other men because of me and all the other shit. To be the mommy of my new children. But thank you, Hashem. What I ended up concluding was, by your grace, my Lord, is that she was there, she was put into my life simply for the fact to help open me up. Because while I was investing all that time and energy into her, I would have little flashbacks to my old life where I used to say to myself all the time, because of my job, like, what would my life look like if I invested this much time and energy into myself instead of some other people's bullshit, you know? So even towards the end with Miss Kim, it was the same thing. It's like, what if I'm really not supposed to be in love with her? What if I'm learning how to love from her, but I gotta cut her out so that I can redirect all that shit back at myself? And that's what Uncle Solomon and my Lord, that's what you guys did for me. You helped me take that energy. Once I cut her out, I had all that big pocket of what the hell am I gonna do with this now? And we put it all into fucking Torah. We put it all back into us. Come. 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 Don't go. And it proved to be good. And God said it was good, and it was good. Then she popped up for that short period of time. I asked her what the hell she wanted, and she said she asked if I had cursed her, but she was embarrassed by the question. I think she was drunk. But then she said, oh, I was just asking if you put a curse on my life. No, here's the thing with that, is you're blaming me because you're not taking responsibility for your own shit. Don't ever ask a fucking witch if they put a curse on you. You know how fucking offensive that is? That's like asking a black person, hey, I made some fried chicken because I know that you niggers, you love that stuff, right? Would you be offended if I didn't give you any watermelon? Come on. Why? Because I'm a practicing witch. That's why. I don't say stupid shit. I don't do what I do for other people. I do what I do for me. And if your life sucks, don't pull that on me. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Just because Mr. Right turned out to be Mr. Wrong, ain't my business. I can't even talk about it. Then don't. Then what do you want? What do you want? How about that? That's what I have to say next. If she does notice this and she does say something, my Lord, please give me the strength just to fucking get pull that Band-Aid off. What do you want? Because I can't, like, you're not even in my life, but somehow you still cling. So we talked for like maybe a month after that. Have compassion. The Tiferet of Gevurah. Have compassion for Miss Kim. I do. So then we started picking back up again, and I was kind of excited because it's like, oh wow, all right. But then I found myself falling back into the same patterns with her, where I want to fucking write her like a million messages and talk to her all fucking day long. So then, eventually last Christmas, not this Christmas that just passed, but the one that just went, Christmas, Hanukkah, she said something to me that set me off. Again. Well, maybe my family's coming down, so maybe if I want to escape them, you and me, we can go to get Chinese food. What? Go fuck yourself. How about that? And the reason for that is, like, over the course of years, how many times? Well, I want to take you out to this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I never did nothing. We never did nothing. And I don't give a shit if she's got insecurities or not. I'm having compassion for me right now. Have compassion for Kim. I can't give compassion to Kim until I have compassion for myself. You feel me? But this fucking chick, it fucking just putting the fucking carrot over my head constantly. And it's like, enough. I had enough of this shit. Like, I'm not this type of person, but at this point, like, if you want to keep my attention, come over to my house naked with a fucking bow on. And that's it. Otherwise, leave me alone. We don't even have sex. We don't have an outside relationship. What the fuck do you want from my life? Is it because I'm that fucking amazing? I know I am. I don't need anyone to fucking tell me how amazing I am. I've come to learn that I don't need anyone to tell me how amazing I am because I can see it for myself. I'm the one who sees the whole goddamn picture. I'm there. I'm always there. And it's just like, what was it? My lord, the time that she texted me after a whole month we're not talking, and it's just right out of the blue. Oh, I was reading your post. You're a really good writer. You should think about writing a book. Hey, thanks a lot, Einstein. But no shit. Why the fuck do you think I do the writing? Because I know that I'm good at it. But what do you want? I was literally having a telepathic conversation with an apparition in my head that's pretending to be, well, that's claiming to be you, and I fucking told it to do exactly what you just did, and now what do you want? What do you want? I don't know what I want. Then go figure it the fuck out. And go tell somebody when you figured it out. Don't tell me, though. I don't want to know. Go on, little bunny. Get the fuck out of here. I gave you more than enough opportunity. I gave you more than enough fucking chances. I try to be my most authentic self. I give you the core of the fucking onion in one shot. This way either scare you the fuck off or you want to stick around. You stick around, but you don't say shit. I don't give a fuck about your dumb job. I don't give a fuck about your dumb life. I don't give a fuck about your dumb bills. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because I have been there. And that's another thing, too. That used to fucking drive me nuts. I'd be like, you know, my whole life I just ask people I'm asking for help, I'm screaming for help, and nobody comes and helps me. I'll help you. Lol. The fuck you laughing at? Why did you laugh at me? Well, how about this? Go find someone else to fucking help you. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking leech. Oh my God. Hashem, my Lord. I'm trying to see a future where I'm past this. Where I have compassionated myself enough where I can be compassionate towards her. Just like I was with April and her family yesterday, these fucks. Oh, God, I still have this shit inside of me. We can get through it. We can do this. You and me. We can do anything. Well, that's the other thing, too, is like all the synchronicities that happen with her, like that's some fucked up stuff. I mean, this has been going on since the summer. After she said the thing last Christmas, Christmas of 2023, well, if I want to avoid my family, maybe I'll, maybe you and me, we can go to the Chinese buffet. I'm not a fucking option. I'm not an option. Do you get that? I'm not just fucking there waiting. Oh, well, you know, just in case, maybe. I have fucking feelings. You understand that, yeah? I thought maybe it might be understood that I'm incredibly fucking sensitive. And I take everything fucking personal. I take every fucking thing personal. I feel like that shouldn't be something that needs to be discussed again. But fuck it, we're discussing it now. I take everything sensitively and personally. I overthink when people say hello to me. It's not a fucking curse, it's a goddamn blessing. Thank you, Hashem. I love you too. But these fucking mongrel people, like, they don't get it. They think they can just fucking do and say, be disrespectful as fuck. Whether or not they realize they're being disrespectful, I have to assume that people are disrespectful on purpose. Just to see how much I'll take. I can take a lot of shit. But there comes a point where I need to fucking unload. And this shit with her has been fucking going on forever. This is 2019. It's 2025 for fuck's sake. Holy shit. I think we are in the cusp of the 6 years that we've known each other. At this point, I don't want nothing to do with you except for your womb and your sexual organs. Any sexual part of your body. That's it. I don't want to know nothing else. You've proven to me that you have no substance. I get it. Fuck. At this point, I just want you out of my fucking life. And thank you, Hashem, for having me fucking break that group up. I'm sorry that I lost all that work, but you know what? I'm not going to ever go back and read any of it. And thank you for having me fucking just unfriend that fucking girl. Jesus Christ. I'm purging now. That's what I'm doing. Because by doing that, I popped the cork off of the Kim blister once and for all. And that's why, and you know what, that's probably why the fucking Kim blister keeps on filling up, because that group has been there for years. It served its purpose. I got everything I needed out of it. And you know what, I realized that the other night when I even wrote, if you're reading this, just go ahead and get out of the group, because I don't think I need you anymore. And it's not like I can be taking advantage, and that's just something that people can't understand. It's like, even if she were to be taking advantage of me, and I gave enough that, hey, I hope so. I hope you took advantage of the fact that I was doing it. I feel like I would almost be offended if you weren't, because I was taking advantage of you. A lonely, desperate girl who needed somebody to fucking talk to. Here, take all this. I need a girl I need a desperate girl who just wants to be talked to all day. Here. But I think that over these years, I finally got it all out. Like, I just don't need to keep at it. It's sad. I feel myself like wanting to cry. because of how much in love with this girl I am. But I don't even know if that's love. Like, I don't know. I love you more than her. I love myself more than her. Like, I know there's times where I used to, like, really light up and glow up whenever I thought about her, or if her name popped up on the messenger. Like, I'm having flashbacks right now, and it's, like, really sad thinking about it. Because it was really a cute story, and I really did enjoy all the time that I had with her. But I feel like I have to cut it off, so to the point where, like, she's, like, you're in the dead to me category. Not because you're a bad person or anything. It's just, you're a useless person. It's like I got everything I needed out of you. I got more than what I needed. And I feel like it's been reciprocated. If you can't see that on your own, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. But on the walk home, you showed me that she's like a dam. She's like a dam that's been like blocking things from coming in. Because even if I do meet a woman, like I always compare it to her. Or I go, well, if I talk to this person, then then that's when Kim's gonna pop up. So I gotta stop talking to this one and just wait for Kim. Just gotta wait for Kim. Kim. Enough! Fucking enough! Holy shit! Is it because she's got a small vagina? Is that what it is? I know that's part of it. Don't tell me it's not. She's got a small vagina, small titties, and a small ass. All the things that I like. Not so much in the brains category that I can tell, because she has wisdom. She has wise insights sometimes, but nothing. She's not a big talker, but she did warn me that she wasn't a big talker, so. I feel tired out right now. So, my Lord, what else do you want to do today? Reflect back on what we got from Rabbi Zalman. The suffering of the soul, removing all blockages that are preventing the soul from fully taking over. Well, from what I'm understanding, the way he was explaining it is the soul's like a whole separate entity. And the Quran even gets into this too. It's talking about those people who are afraid to fight when the two armies come at each other. And I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the shit that Rabbi Zalman's talking about, which is the army of light and the army of dark. The army of light is the divine soul, and the army of dark is the nefesh soul, the animal soul. And they go to war within you. Oh, fuck. But the way that Rabbi Zalman was putting it is the divine soul comes down and neutralizes the animal soul and kind of like merges with it. It's almost scary. It's almost like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Mind, this book's written fucking 200 years ago? But it all makes sense. But some of the things that get in the way are past sins. He keeps on saying sins and transgressions, but I know what he's talking about. It's like the wounding. It's like the wounds. Oh, I never thought about that. Our wounds aren't wounds. Our wounds are sins. We did it to ourselves. It's something that we did, but we want to blame it on the other people. I get it. And this is what I was talking about in the last video today, was about shepherding 2018 Derek into 2025. But it's not just that Derek, but all the predicable Dereks for my entire life. But then even if we go into the ancestral stuff, there's all this shit from my father too. I can't access my father's memories yet, but I know that I'll be able to one day. his memories, his father, his father's fathers, all the fathers. And that's something that Rabbi Zalman's been saying too, is honor the God of your father and your father's fathers. So you're not for everyone. You're like an ancestral God. Well, I mean, you are God. And there's only one way to see you. One, you have to be willing. Two, you have to be willing to go inside. People who can't see God, people who can't see you, are people who can't even look inside themselves. There are people that won't even look in themselves. And like Rabbi Zalman said, sometimes those interposed sins, you got to go through layer after layer after layer. Which is why we have to do the inner work, right? And that's the cool thing I'm learning with Rabbi Zalman too, is everything he's talking about, and we're into chapter 42, everything he's talking about, like I already know. It's like I was saying earlier about the Kabbalion. When I first read the Kabbalion, and I was remembering things. I wasn't necessarily learning things, I was remembering things. And that's what's happening now, is Rabbi Zalman's laying these principles out, and he's laying these principles out that I already know, but I know it in a different way. And he's saying it. He is saying things that I have never heard anyone say before, or read anyone say before, but I have figured them out on my own, so he's putting a face on it. Ugh. And what I really resonate with is what he was saying about Moses and how the sparks of Moses are found within ourselves. Because I've already found them. Going through Torah, I found the sparks of Abraham. I found the patriarch sparks, the prophet sparks. I found literally all the sparks. But the other Jews, they're not willing to find the Jesus sparks or the Quran sparks. They don't want to find those sparks. They just want the sparks out of the Torah. But you're limiting yourself. And maybe that's because you're supposed to. And what makes me superior to the average Jew is that I can get the sparks from Jesus, and I can get the sparks from Muhammad, and I can get the sparks from fucking Muad'Dib. I can get the sparks from fucking Darth Sidious, and the sparks from Luke Skywalker. I get all the sparks that no other Jew is allowed to go to, because you're so confined within your little box that the rabbis built for you to keep you caged in like animals. But I don't live inside the fence. I live inside the fence, and I live outside the fence. Thank you, Hashem. And that's why, like that lady said, Mashiach comes from outside the system. Mashiach does not live inside the box. Mashiach lives outside the box and inside the box. I'm remembering, yeah. Letting go. Let it go. Kim was an anchor, holding me down into a world that I don't belong in. We're coming to a point where I have to go. Somewhere. Because this isn't going to sustain us forever. You know where we're going. You wanted me to rebuild all the shit with my family, and I have. And what, are we going back? Fuck it. If you want me to go back with them, I'll go back with them, if that's what you want. But one thing I will not do, I will not fucking bow down to those fucking people. If I gotta go back with my ex-wife for the sake of the boy, that's one thing, but those people better kiss my ass. And I better get a concubine. Because that woman, I ain't touching that woman ever again. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I don't think there's anything out of fucking line with that. If you want me to go back with my ex-wife for the sake of my son, I'll do it. But I want a concubine, and I want my own fucking room that me and the concubine share. And I ain't touching that fucking woman ever again because she's dirty. She's dirty as fuck. She ain't no mikvah. I wouldn't even put her in a mikvah because she'll dirty the mikvah up. Her soul's so dark, she'll dirty up all the mikvahs that are connected spiritually to that one mikvah. Speaking of which, can I go to a mikvah soon? I would very much love to do the mikvah. And I don't need nobody to fucking come with me. It has nothing to do with converting. This is me going in. This is me doing my own motherfucking thing. I don't need no fucking rabbi or nobody to fucking tell me who I am. I ain't an Orthodox Jew. Ultra unorthodox. Leave out S for Mart. S-Mart. Shop smart. Shop S-Mart. This is my boomstick. I don't know, it's kind of... I'm listening to Atari Teenage Riot, so I'm kind of getting a little, like... aggressive. Plus, I got this Kim fucking herpy off me. I'm still getting used to that. It's like... You know, people who go down into the ocean, into the deep depths of the ocean, they have to decompress before they come to the surface. Otherwise, they'll fucking explode or whatever happens. I still got my sea legs. It's like I've been carrying this fucking boulder around on my shoulders. It's like this little girl's boulder. She's little. It's an animal thing. Can't help it. I know you're not asking me to do that. God's saying, He's like, I'm not asking you to shame your sexuality. I'm not asking you to lose it either. That's not a thing. No one ever said that you have to give up your sexuality. Don't do that. And don't feel ashamed about it either. Own it. You want to fuck her all over the goddamn woods, in the face, in the vagina? You want to bury your fucking head between her legs? Own it. There's nothing wrong with it. Thank you, my lord. I love you too. And then, well, I mean, I was just about to say, if the whole Miss Kim thing, if I literally cannot get rid of this Miss Kim thing, I just want it to be a sexual thing. Unless she has some kind of hidden qualities in her that are like really like, wow, I didn't realize that you were that cool. Wow, you're really an authentic type, aren't ya? No, I just kind of, like, there's part of me that doesn't even feel like doing this right now, but it's a good song. Skinny Puppy, Pedafly. I like Skinny Puppy. So what else do you want me to reflect on? I don't know what to think right now. I'm still going back to Kim. And I don't think I need to untangle the Kim thread, because I did that a couple weeks ago, and I felt a lot better once I did that, because it's like, I got to put all the pieces together in the puzzle and just make a clear, direct channel that was just like, fuck yes, finally. I mean, I'm thinking about this last couple of months. I'm thinking about the summertime. After Tweesa and I smoked the pot, and then I went home and I had to fucking, and I went into prey mode. And it felt like everyone around me was a predator, and I was scared for my life. But then Shakima came and just said, focus on me. And the light expanded and was kind of pushing away all the darkness. Then that's when I had to change, that's when I changed my perspective on Shakima, and I started to love Shakima. And I took her out on dates, and we'd come out for walks, and I would talk to her. I would talk to Shakima in my head like I would want to talk to Miss Kim. And then that was the day that Miss Kim posted something on Facebook for the first time in God knows how long, that I saw at least. And I felt like I had to respond. Then there was Rosh Hashanah, where half of that journal entry for Rosh Hashanah is just talking about her and just unloading. I remember how like purging that was. And then it was 2 days later that she popped up, that she called me for Tweesa. And I never got to the bottom of that. Like, I would really love to know, why did you call me? Why didn't you just text me? Did you want to see my face? Is that what it was? Because you didn't need to do that. You could have just texted me, hey, it's Chris home. He left his phone in Tweesa's car. But no, you didn't do that. You had to make a big fucking thing out of it. And what was wild was that I was writing about you while you did that. I was indirectly writing about you. I was indirectly writing about breaking up with you on your birthday in 2023 when you messaged me. So the timing on that was just like... But then when you take into consideration the post from a couple days earlier, the thing that happened with Tweesa the first time I met Tweesa, and now you're calling me for Tweesa. Like, I can't help but feel like there's some kind of connection there. Like some kind of mysterious connection between the two of you. Because why did you call? Like that's what I want to know. It's like, why did you call? Why not? Actually, no, there's a couple things. Teresa, why did you go to Kim? Why did you say that? Why was it such a big fucking deal that you guys bother me that day? Guys, I feel like what I have to do is, my lord, this is what I feel like. I feel like Tweesa and Kim are like low-key trying to get her into my head. I feel like Tweesa's gonna try to like hook me up with Kim, but by the time that happens, like, I don't want it no more. I'm done. What are you talking about? What do you say? My brother told, I don't know all the shit that my brother told you about me, but he didn't tell you nothing about that? Ah. I've had to cut her off 2 times already. Like, that's enough. That's like, all right, I got it. Like, this was dead in the water a long time ago. Like, oh no, this is technically the 3rd time I cut it off. No. Well, yeah, because last Christmas, after the whole, the thing with the family, I'm remembering now. Thank you, Hashem. We had to go a little deep there. Oh, this is what Rabbi Solomon was talking about. Breaking through the layers. Breaking through the layers of interposed sin. This is all my fault. This is all my fault. Because I take her back. And it's not even like she's not my girlfriend. She's never been my girlfriend. That's the thing. She's never been my girlfriend. I wanted her to be my girlfriend, but she's never been my girlfriend. I wanted her to be my wife. But that's a big time commitment. And when I got this lady out there doing whatever the fuck she does for her life, I don't even know where that comes from. Why do I want your womb so badly? Why do I want her womb and her eggs? Can you tell me that, my lord? Like, why am I so consumed? When it's time to do the 12 days of reflection, that's all it's talking about. Is her. Every fucking week. It's like this is the year of fucking Kim. It's not the year of the fucking Hollywood serpent. It's the year of fucking Kim. Because even last year when I did the 13 days of reflection, every fucking journal entry's got this bitch's name in it. I think there was 5 out of 48, out of 52 fucking journal entries, 5 of them did not have her name in it. This year so far, we're about to close out the 7th month. The 7th month of the year, which is actually the 1st month of the year. This is a long story. Rosh Hashanah is the creation of man. Passover is the creation of the Jews. So it's the 1st month of the Jewish calendar, but it's the 7th month of the universal calendar, the Hebrew calendar. It's a lot of shit. But every week, it's more Kim and more Kim and more Kim and more Kim. It's just growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. I mean, I will say this. My lord, I will say this. If we ever have sex, if my life ever comes to a point where I'm invited to have sex with Kim, it's either going to be the best and or worst sex ever. It's either going to be like 1 second, or it's going to be all day for like a week. Gonna need a whole year just to fill in all of the sex. Like, it's either going to be like that, or it's going to be both. Because I feel like with Megan, yeah, 16 years of sexual tension built up, and just fucking that night, that one night stand with her, that was 16 years on both ends, I would say, given how the performance, which I think was great on both parts, but that was fucking 16 years coming into a fucking nuclear explosion. Even on this one, I feel like this is a hunch I've had. Like, sex with her would be like having sex with a corpse. Like, she would just lie there. What are you doing? Why are you just lying there like a corpse? I don't understand. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Yuck. Don't be shamed, right? Don't be shamed. I'm not shaming myself. I'm a human. I have a sexual appetite that hasn't been satiated in fucking 8 years. I can talk about having sex with anyone I want. Yeah, but you know, like, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other... Speaking of... Hold on. What's this? Just tell me my phone's gonna get turned off? I know. Upgrade. Why did that go away? There's nothing but bullshit here. My phone, the notifications on my phone is just bullshit. It's all bullshit. I like that album. What else? Where are we here? Where are we at? 1 hour and 6 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, what is this allure that she has over me? Because she's a woman. Yeah, I know, but why her? Why not some other woman? Why is it every other time like a woman does pop in my head? Like, I got this fucker. She comes in like a goddamn beta fish. Comes in like a beta fish. Oh, there's another woman in here. Can't have that. Meanwhile, how many men have been in her head? Or how many men have been in her bed? Well, I gotta live with her in my fucking head. Why did I cut her off? To get her the fuck out of my fucking head! That's why. Because you don't belong there, lady. And I know what I gotta do. I gotta get rid of that other journal. It doesn't matter what's in there. I'm just gonna throw it away. I could burn it, but I don't know where to burn it. And then there's unicorn blood, which I bought unicorn blood for her. I originally bought unicorn blood for her, the weighted stuffed unicorn. But then I decided to sleep with unicorn blood, and I didn't realize how much I love sleeping with a stuffed animal. I like to snuggle. Like, one of my favorite parts about my wife, my ex-wife, was snuggling with her. I like spooning. And it's been a really long time since I slept with somebody. Not just like slept with somebody and put my penis inside of them, but I mean slept with somebody in a bed. I went from sleeping with somebody every single day for 13 years. Well, technically 12 years. I had my own room for one of those years. It was nice. I mean, we shared it from time to time. Sometimes we would share the bed. Sometimes we would have sleepovers. I would sleep over her room, or she'd sleep over in my room, or we'd have like couch night where we'd sleep over on the couch. That was fun. That I did like that. How can my life get better? Well, my life would be better if I lived in a condo, a house, or an apartment with a woman, but with 2 bedrooms. 1 bedroom is mine and 1 bedroom is hers. That would be ideal. That's how my life could get better. I got my own room. She's got her own room. But we have sleepover parties. But that's what I'm saying, is like no one else is allowed in my room and no one else is going in her room. Like, it's the only person going in her room is me, and the only person coming to my room is her. We have the sleepover, we have the couch parties. What's a couch party? You want to turn this into the fucking super sexy edition? Let me introduce you to Fat Guy Night. Oh, boy. I love Fat Guy Night. Fat guy nights is a ritual, is a sex ritual that my ex-wife and I used to have. It's where you go to the grocery store and you get a whole bunch of unkosher apps from the freezer section. I mean, I'm sure we could get some kosher ones, but I'm saying like greasy food like pizza bites, mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, boneless wings, all the shit, all the apps that you get from the freezer section, and then you cook them. You cook them in the oven. And then in the living room, what you do is you get like a big quilt. You need 2 quilts. 1 quilt to lay down on the floor, a couple pillows, and then another quilt just to keep your naked bodies warm. Because you get naked. And you put on a movie, any kind of movie, or any series of movies, horror movies, sci-fi movies, any movies that are cool. But then you watch the movie, maybe even a couple drinks. So you're having your drinks, you're having your apps, and you're all greasy with food, and then you make sweet, delicious, greasy love all night. Well, I mean, for as long as you can. Because eventually, like, sometimes just like, all right, go to bed now. Go to bed now. And then either you sleep on the floor or you get up and you go back up into the bedroom. And then you snuggle up all naked. Naked snuggling. That's fat guy night. I love fat guy night. You get it? So you're eating all fat guy food. Eat fat foods, fatty foods, and fatty movies. And the objective is to give the other person as many orgasms as possible. Earmuffs. You know, smoking these things is not like smoking a regular cigarette. I mean, they're not cigarettes, they're cigars, but I like my lips a lot because they're vanilla flavored, so they make my lips taste good. It's probably toxic as fuck, but I look at it like this: if my life's not that important, then you would have killed me by now. You know, I was just thinking as I was taking that drag, I held the camera like this. I'm like, I wonder if I look majestic right there. That's another thing that popped in my head. Thank you very much, my lord. Is I think I've established the Mashiach thing enough at this point where I think I'm done. I could be wrong. I don't want to say that I'm done with anything, but I mean, I'm even the same thing with Kim. It's like I doubt that I'm done with her. I know that this fucking girl is like shackled to me. And if that's the case, it's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. I definitely wouldn't mind her being shackled to me. But I mean, I feel like I would like to go on a couple dates before just trust you. I trust you. Yeah, your fucking mind. True Blood. Oh, God. I don't know. I'm thinking about what do you want to work on next? I mean... When's the new moon? It's on Saturday? And the month's over. Oy. It's been a long month. I'm gonna tell you that. It's been a long motherfucking month. And then we still got another 5.5 weeks. Ugh, fuck. I feel like so drained right now. Why? Because it's doing this. This is draining the fuck out of me. Like, I feel like you're not giving me enough time to recover. Alright, do you wanna... It's only an hour and 16 minutes. Well, I know, I kind of want to go home. You know what I want to do? What I really want to do? I want to go home and I want to read Dune. Because I'm halfway through Children of Dune. I want to know what happens. I wish I had the patience to sit through Dune, the movie, so I could watch it again. But I don't know if I got the stamina for that. This is so goddamn long. And these cigarettes, they take so long to smoke. I don't know, my lord. What do you want to? I kind of almost feel like I don't want to walk home. That's how I feel right now. I don't want to walk home. And it's right fucking there, but I gotta go out that way, they come all the fucking way around. Alright, I'm putting this out. We're walking back, unless you give me something better to say. I feel like we are in the hour of Mars. Yes, we are. I saw that when I opened my phone last time. I'm gonna put on the song I want to listen to, and then yeah. What do you want to do for the rest of the night? Because now that I don't have that group no more, there's certain work I can't do in the group because I was doing the work exclusively in the group. So for instance, we have 20 portions left. We have 20 verses left of the third Sufa of the Quran. Do you want me to do that on my main page? I don't mind doing it on the main page, but We could do that. Alright. I feel it. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, my lord. Let's go into fucking profit mode, please. I need to do like some profit stuff. I feel like we just like made a fucking major breakthrough today. I didn't bring Kim to me. Kim didn't come to me. You brought Kim to me. You brought me to Kim. Then you just gave me the strength to get Kim out of my life so that I can allow that shit to process. This way, when she does pop up again, I can't take no credit. Yo, I didn't do shit. I deleted the group. I deleted you off of Facebook. Then I have all the right in the world to say, what do you want? If you don't tell me what you want, I'm gonna block you. Better be prepared than not be prepared. Thank you, my lord. Why do I feel like are we going to a different state soon? I'm seeing a vision. California, yeah. I got this vision of really rich people just throwing money at me just to talk. We don't give a shit what you say, just fucking talk for like an hour. That's it. Yeah, I could totally see that. Derek on stage. Oh, all the attention. Oh God, that's dirty. Politician Derek. Uh. I know I haven't listened to it in a long time. Oh, you know what? Yeah. The end. Oh my God, this is such a long fucking walk. Hour. All right, so we'll get back by almost 2 hour mark. So what I'm feeling is, well, we have tonight's count. How long until that? By the time we get home, it'll probably be around, let's say, another 20 minutes. 20 minutes, half hour. Yeah. So by the time we get home, it'll be just in time to do the count. We bang that out. Then we hop on the Quran. Close out Sufa number 4. And then I would like to get back to Aristotle. There's just something about, there's something about this whole book 4 of physics that's just like filthy, I don't know, just something just very sexual. When he says the things and it clicks in my mind, I get so turned on by myself that my mind can actually like comprehend this stuff. It triggers that sapiosexuality. Child, I am beyond strength. I am the end. Death for your people. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the future. What do you see? I don't know, I see confusing things. I see the things, I see myself doing the things that I did in the Kim group on my main Facebook page. I don't know, do we have anything left to say? Why do you constantly need to be saying things? Why can't you just enjoy the silence for a minute? I can feel it. Did we clear out everything? Like, my lord, I feel like we just like literally cleared everything. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm just going through some shit right now, and I'm like, in my mind, my body is moving, but inside my mind, I'm like going through the filing cabinets and going, all right, what left do we have to like really reconcile? And I really don't think we have much, if anything, left. I think we might have actually cleared out everything. I think this is what the Scientologists call clear. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel clear. Like there's nothing coming up. How you doing, man? Yeah, my lord, I feel like we have literally nothing left. Enjoy it. My own personal Passover. Yeah, no, I'm feeling like the individual spiritual equivalency. Like even right now, I feel like Moses standing at the end of the other end of the Sea of Reeds, just looking back. I go, holy shit, this really fucking happened. The whole thing. Do you have any final words? Nothing you would understand. My death for your people is a chance of just the beginning. The great and terrible. To a billion worlds. Sail until every light has been extinguished. See, that's the part about the bad guys that. That's the part about the bad guys that. And the good guys too. Everyone does. The bad guys want to extinguish the light, and the bad guys want to eradicate the dark. Yeah, it don't work like that. That's one of those situations where you can't have your cake and eat it too. What am I seeing? I'm seeing a vision where all of the light has been extinguished in humanity except for through me. I am the only pixel of light left. I'm seeing the flood. This is what happened during the flood. Noah was the last bit of light. Sail to a billion worlds. A book. What is this book that you want me to read? Not that one. Stand that fucking book. Revelation Space. Oh my god. I can't fucking stand that book. I know, but it's like so awful. I want it to be good. I really did. I really wanted it to be good, but I tried reading that thing fucking 5 times, I think. Each time it just gets a little bit worse. Because I get a little bit further into it, and it's like, man. I don't even know what it is about it that I hate so much. And only death for your people. Because... Well, you know what it was that even got me onto that book? Was Mass Effect. When I was playing Mass Effect, like, even that was a whole big fucking cock tease letdown. Remember the time I ate the ayahuasca and psilocybin, and there was that little, like, wood fairy girl that was asked me to record her playing a fucking keyboard harmonica thing? I remember that. I was high as hell. Mass Effect. I know, I miss those days. I miss the days of video games. Why am I remembering that? Shepard. What about Shepard? And the Reapers? What was Mass Effect? Mass Effect was a video game that came out, back in 2007. But it was like an epic space opera video game. There was 3 of them, and it told one big story, but by the time they got to the end of it, it was... The last game was the sum of everything that was trying to be prevented in the first 2. And the way it worked was every 50,000 years, this hyper-advanced race of biosynthetic machines would come and harvest all intelligent organic life throughout the galaxy. And in the first game, is when the scout comes to see how advanced civilization has become. But as the game goes on, you find out that these things have been around for billions of years. They're one of the original races. But they noticed a trend, and eventually, if you let any organism advance far enough, eventually the one common thread is that they create artificial intelligence. And the artificial intelligence will eventually then attempt to wipe out the organic life. So to prevent this from happening, I don't know what the original race was, but they harvested all of their own organic materials. And they started to create these biomech ships that were fucking huge. But the collective consciousness of that civilization served as the hive mind of the ship itself. Like real Lovecraftian type of shit going on. But based on the number of the ships, they like build one every 50,000 years, and there's a shit ton of them. And at this point in human history, it came up to that 50,000 year cycle. But the ending was like really lackluster. Like the whole, like the game sold itself by pushing this whole concept that player choice made a difference in everything that went on in the game. And to an extent, it was true. Like certain character choices, certain player choices would unlock certain particular outcomes. But then, once you beat the game, it leaves a little save. It'll give you a save file, and then when the second game came out, you can use your save file from the first game in the second game, and the second game will boot itself to accommodate the choices that you made in the first game. And then once you play through the second game, again, you get a save file for when the third game comes out. You could use that save file to then open up to play the third game, which then boots itself in relation to and accommodates itself in accordance with the choices that are saved on that particular file from the first and the second game. It was a really cool idea. I'm not gonna lie. The idea of it was fucking awesome. But the execution, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, hey, get an A for effort. But it's like after the third game came out, like the ending was such a just such a letdown because the developers, they sold it with like 16 unique different endings to the game. But here was the thing, is that it was 16 endings that were the same scene. It was the same ending. It's just like the background color was different. And each of the there was 3 colors. There was like a white, a yellow, or I'm sorry, there was a green tinted ending, a blue tinted ending, and a red tinted ending. But the ending itself, the video that played at the end, was always the same. There was nothing different. Oh my God, people were pissed off. People were so pissed off because the game never actually got into all of the burning questions that people had about the universe of the game. So it was just one letdown after another. And then it started to come out that the development team that originally started the game from the first game were completely different. And then even in the middle of the development of the third game, one team was replaced with another team, and it's just like a big shit show. And it was a shame because it was such a great game. Like that, I don't know, it kind of felt like a big cop-out. Fucking, when did that one come out? When did Mass Effect 3 come out? Oh. Mass Effect 3, Mass Effect 1 came out when right after Desmond was born, so that had to be late 2007, early 2008. Mass Effect 2 had to have been around, 2010 maybe? And then 2012, 2013, that was Mass Effect 3. So it's like you wait all these years to get to the fucking end, and it's just like, what? What the hell just happened? I don't know. That's when I think I lost a lot of hope in the video game industry after that. I just kind of like went numb, because every cool game that was coming out, there was some problem with it. Not finished. But then that's also, there was a lot of those instances where, like these games that were marketed by these AAA companies, you'd hear all these horror stories after the game comes out. Oh, they were under deadline, so they had to rush. Or the original team that started the game had to get fired so they can hire another team for cheaper, so they didn't have the same. It's like having a book. You got a book, it's written by someone who gives a shit about what they're writing about, and then that person hands the book off for somebody else to finish the second half of the book. But that second person doesn't really give a shit, and they just write whatever the fuck they want. It's just like, I don't know. The video game industry is like real dirty. I've never been in it, but it's just about getting as much cash as possible. But I think every industry's like turned into that. We got the medical industry has done that. The religious industry is like that now. Retail. I mean, that's really all anything's about. It's just a cash grab. I was really disappointed because, you know, I grew up with video games. I grew up playing video games. I love video games. I do, so much. There was a time in my life where I had more experience playing video games than anything else. But there's such a turnoff now, which is such a shame. It started 7 years ago. I mean, it started before 7 years ago. 7 years ago was just when I was like, all right, I can't do this no more. I want to, but I can't. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you today?
Yeah, I remember losing all interest in everything. There was nights, I have a Steam account. I got a shit ton of games on my Steam account. But I remember there was nights I'd be sitting in front of the computer with my rum, and I would just stare. And in my head going, what the fuck? This is what life is. I would start a game up, it would come to the start menu, and I'd feel like I want to do it. I feel like I want to play it. But as soon as I start the motherfucker and the start menu comes up, I'm like, no, I can't do this. And I would turn it off. And then I would just scroll through the list of titles. Scroll and scroll and scroll. Once in a while I'd click on one. Once in a while I would double click it and turn the game on. But then again, as soon as it gets to the title menu, I would turn it off. 'Cause I would just completely lose myself, just lose interest. I think some of it had to do with the fact it's just the illusion just started to wear off. Like even now, like I feel it especially with all the Torah study and spiritual stuff, the cult stuff. It's just, yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure I got everything that I can possibly get out of this. Now what? Like Hashem, like now what? Only a little bit further to go. Thank you. That bunny rabbit. It's garbage out. Maybe we should take the garbage out. Billion words will sail until every light has been extinguished. Yeah, I'm remembering things. Old memories. Well, not too old. My old life. My neighbors. Old friends. Lunatic. Alright, let me turn this off so I can do things.